Hi everyone, I'm Tanaaz from foreverconscious.com and this is your weekly energy forecast for the week of March 24th. On March 25th, we have that Libra full moon lunar eclipse. It's a partial eclipse, it's strong energy, and it's our portal, it's our gateway into eclipse season 2024. Eclipses are always a highly transformative time. They tend to happen in pairs, so the pair to this eclipse will be on April 8th, and that will be a solar eclipse. This one is a lunar eclipse. It falls on the full moon, so we call it a lunar eclipse. It's a partial eclipse, so when the moon will not completely be covered, only partially covered. This eclipse is what we consider a south node eclipse. That means that it tends to bring endings. So we can have two different types of eclipses. We can have, well, a full moon and a new moon eclipse. And then we can also have either a south node or a north node eclipse. This is a south node eclipse. And it can bring, south node eclipses tend to bring endings. They tend to stir up things from the past. They tend to bring past stuff up and out. It is this eclipse with the energy around it is very much a shedding, a releasing, an ending, a completing type of eclipse. It's likely, however, that the whole story will not be revealed. We may have to wait until October of this year when we have another Libra eclipse to get the full picture, to get the full understanding of what is ending. But if we think of it as layers being peeled back, this is when a significant layer kind of opens for peeling, right? We've cracked open the banana, the peel is coming off. It's not completely off, but we're moving through that process. To celebrate, I have my star earrings on for the eclipse. So this is a very powerful time of year, and we tend to feel a lot of transformative energy. We tend to feel a lot of shifts. We tend to be triggered a little more easily, or we feel extra sensitive or emotional. We can just feel that things are a little bit unstable or unsettling, or we can feel that desire to change, to want to change, but we're not exactly sure how it looks just yet. Another thing that this eclipse is tapping into, because it falls in the sign of Libra and because of the other cosmic energy around it, it's very much playing on our relationships. And this is our relationship with others, but also, of course, the relationship that we have with the self, and how our relationships and how things happening around us can be a mirror to what is going on in here. That's always a truth, right? That the outer world can be a mirror for us to what is going on in our inner world. But under this full moon eclipse, it is pronounced. So if you are going through struggles, if you are going through difficult times in a relationship or a life event around you, see if you can hold up that mirror and think about what it might be trying to evoke or channel out of you. What is this situation bringing up out of you? Because there's a lot of power in doing those types of questions and thinking about it from that lens, and thinking about how the people that come into our lives can be powerful teachers and guides for us, even if it's when it's challenging. Well, maybe especially when it's challenging. Of course, on a base level as well, being a Libra lunar eclipse, our relationships, our romantic relationships, even our relationships at work or with a friend can definitely come up under this eclipse. They're more likely to be triggered. We're really being challenged here to think about who we become when we're in these relationships, and whether that's a reflection of our true, authentic self. So if you are struggling with relationship issues at the moment, come back to that question. How do you show up in this relationship? And how is this relationship blocking you or showing you what is your true, authentic way of being? It's easy to kind of get caught up in, oh, this person's blocking me from feeling this way. And yes, that does happen. You know, we get into these relationships where part of us feels smothered or blocked or not able to express its full potential. However, it's the awareness of that allows us to know that this is an important part of who we are. This is how we want to present. And sometimes it's only when that's taken away that we realize that this is what we want. So deep energies here, really deep energies. Relationships tend to be some of the most wonderful and difficult things that we encounter. So when an eclipse highlights our relationships, it can be a challenging time. But hang in there. The energy is going to get brighter. That solar eclipse, which is a partner to this eclipse, is very, very much about new beginnings and fresh starts and new opportunities. So if this is our South Node eclipse of endings of past, the next one will be an eclipse of the future, the potential, the opportunities. So we're getting a bit of both here. We just are in that peeling process under this eclipse. So that is the dominating energy for the week. But another little influence that's swimming in here under this eclipse will be Mercury, who is just about to enter retrograde on April 1st. Mercury has already started slowing down. It's entered its shadow phase. It just adds a nice extra little layer there on top of this eclipse energy. And yes, while Mercury retrograde can heighten the chances of miscommunication and can make it difficult for us to express ourselves, what it can do is help us enrich our inner world. Mercury retrograde is a wonderful time to focus on our intuition and what our inner voice is trying to say. It is the best time to go within and think about what inner messages need to come up and out to the surface. Mercury is considered the messenger of the gods, and when it turns inward, when it turns retrograde, we become our own god, so to speak. We become the divinity, and the messages that we're sourcing are coming from in here, not our external world. So it's a power time. I want you to associate Mercury retrograde not with mishaps and miscommunications, even though that can happen. I want you to associate it with heightened time for my intuition, heightened time for dreaming. And eclipses are also a heightened time for intuition and higher consciousness. So we're getting a double whammy of that. Really trusting and listening to your inner world, your inner self. That is going to hold you in good stead through this eclipse season and with this addition of Mercury being retrograde. So I don't know if I said this already. Mercury goes retrograde on April 1st. However, it has already started to slow down. We're already kind of feeling it. Mercury retrograde is strongest the day it happens and the day it ends. So these are our power times on the Mercury retrograde scale. So just something to be aware of. If you would like to learn more about this lunar eclipse, if you would like a ritual to help guide you through all of the energies, you can find that at foreverconscious.com. You will have a wonderful week. The eclipse energies are strong. And then even after the eclipse, we continue to walk that eclipse gateway as we get to that next eclipse on April 8th. These are transformative times. These are heightened vibrational times of year that put us on our soul path, that put us on, that activate and unlock those soul contracts. It is often believed that eclipses bring fated events. So hold that dear to your heart. Trust in the energies, trust where you land. This is a time to surrender. We're really being guided to go within, to look within, and to think about how we are, what we are reflecting back out into the world, and how our surroundings and the things that are happening around us can teach us more about who we are in here. I hope you found that helpful. You all have a wonderful, blessed week. Stay safe under these eclipse energies. Be gentle with yourself. Give yourself extra love and attention over these coming weeks. And I'll see you next week. I'm Tanaaz from foreverconscious.com. Thank you so much.